Good day.
Hey.
Hello.
Here we are, back again.
Hello.
Another week, another tube. Shh. Oh,
Who's that? Who's that there?
I've no fucking clue. And actually, I mean, looking at this, and never saw her. You know her?
It's a tube girl.
Liar.
If we got a tube girl, we've got a tube boys, we've got a tube lady,
Oh,
a tube woman.
True that. Actually, that's the first time, if I remember correctly, that we have a woman on the show.
Woo!
Yeah.
Again, I'm the first woman somewhere.
You're the first one.
You are. So look, we can see your name there, but would you like to give a little intro about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Well, Salama Belgali, and I'm probably famous for founding the Association of Women in Web3 Switzerland. And background in banking, made the move to crypto like 90% of the folks here in this industry, and have made the ups and downs now with BitMax on BD side. And yeah, that's it.
Super cool to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on.
So, Salama, my first question is to jump right into it. What do we actually? Why? 5 times why? Now I just said it 3 times. Why do we?
Is that why, Stefan? Why?
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 It's gonna be a new song. So, Salama, why do we need women in Web3? So, what is this initiative really good for? Or is it just like another blur in the Web3 space, which is just some BS that no one needs? Tell us.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna inverse this question to you, Stefan. So we were present yesterday and the day before at a conference in Frankfurt, right? Do you think it's normal to have a sea of men at a conference and have just a couple of women scattered somewhere, like sometimes not to have any woman at all, in an industry which is in building, which probably needs urgently a very and which needs to address not only 50% of the population but 100% of it? What do you think?
Okay, so if you're asking me, absolutely, I don't think we need this, and I'm just bringing that up first. Let me explain why I see why
no,
not
that's
making,
enough.
Is that enough? I'm out of
That's
the show.
enough. You're
I'm out
dead.
of the show already.
You're cancelled, mate.
I'm cancelled. I cancelled myself. No, so my open and honest opinion is, we need the whoever is the best on the job needs to do the job. That's my open and honest opinion. Do we need someone that speaks up for people that are not as present as they probably should be? Then I would say yes. And I'm just saying this as a father of 2 girls. That I and getting close to working age, maybe yes or no. Let's see. No, but I also honestly say, hey, of course we need to be as a whole. So I think that the current direction we're going, where we're trying to separate man and women as a whole, or currently that's what I'm seeing. And I'm not addressing you specifically, but we see building blocks. We have the man versus women. Women need to be more representative. I'm just feeling like we're getting more separated rather than growing together. And I really like to see more women at conferences for multiple reasons. I think it helps if we're looking at diversity of speakers and whole. And I also like to have and I've seen a lot of strong women on panels as well as keynote speakers. And for me, it's always fantastic to have different point of views versus what you correctly addressed. Most of the time, it's just men in a room, and it's the manly point of view. So yes, I like to see more women in the space. but also on the other hand, whoever gets the job done best should do the job.
Absolutely. We're not saying anyone just because she's a woman that she's gonna get the job. It's not about that. So the whole story started about a year ago. I was on another conference in Switzerland. I was one of the very, very few women speakers. I was the only one on the panel, and very few women also in the audience. And when I came down from the stage, the very few of them, they were like super inspired. They were like, "Wow, you did such a great job, and we loved the way, like, the perspective that you took. It's so different from the usual blah blah that all these guys are telling us, and we could finally understand, and this and that." And then I thought to myself, wow, I mean, it's kind of like a vicious circle. If you see usually a sea of men like 2 days ago or 1 day ago, as a woman, you don't want to be in this industry because it feels very aggressive. It's kind of toxic. And I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. So it's always have a balance, right?
Totally agree on toxicity. Yeah, I mean that's something. I mean that's what I think. That's I don't ask me why always these things are popping up. So it's not by any intention, but probably if I say something like agree, maybe it's on some buzzwords or so. No, but I totally agree. So my question would be more like, okay, how can we get more women into the space, and how can men support you or the whole ecosystem to make it more diverse? So that would be, I guess, that would be the question, because I don't like to have to, as I said, no separation. I like to have the community spirit. So it's working together than rather saying, hey, it's a block off and another block of someone else. So
I think it's Stefan, just to say, sorry, Salam, just you and I both have daughters, 2 daughters, not together, obviously. Well, we may have, but we have both have 2 daughters each. So maybe there's also a certain amount of, what's the word I'm looking for here? We're used to it. We're used to having a household full of ladies, probably strong ones, I imagine, as well. But I think it's interesting what Slama said there about going to, for example, a conference that's full of men, or looking up at a panel that is full of men and has no women on it at all. So there's no diversity. And when I was co-founding one of the businesses last year, or even the year before, lost track of crypto time. When was that? Anyway, recently, we didn't have any women, and I kind of inherited part of the management. But what I did very quickly was brought female advisors on board, and it wasn't actually because I wanted female. It was a mixture of both. I wanted to get a perspective as well, because and get another angle. I found that really, really interesting, because there was just different ways of thinking, and they weren't just women from one place; they were from all over the world. So it was I found that really, really empowering, and I found that was really beneficial to the business. And I'm just thinking, to a certain degree, maybe we are kind of unashamedly biased because we have 2 daughters as well. But you and I don't know what it's like to walk into, we'll be in that situation, right? I think what Slama, congratulations on what you're doing, because maybe we're at the stage where we do need to have an organization like yourself, we can.
Bill, let me quickly interrupt you, yeah? Because it's like, we have invited Salama to share her point, and not us anticipating what we might feel, think, or have done. So I'm super curious, and I'm saying,
that's what I say. I'm to Salama.
STFU Billy, STFU myself. So Salama, hey, again, so how can we support ecosystem? What can we do? And what is your general point of view of the points Billy just addressed? Any take on that?
Yeah, totally. So basically, again, it's not about isolating men and women. It's not about making this women quota, like women who don't have the qualification to get jobs. It's not about that. It's about raising awareness on the lack of female representatives, let's say, in the industry, raising awareness about creating a safe space for women so that they can feel comfortable. And, it's nature as well. Like women don't usually feel comfortable, most of them, all about statistics, right? So you have the Gaussian, you have the median, and the mean somewhere. Let's say if we stay with the mean and the median, most of the women, they don't feel comfortable in this environment.
But
And
how would you?
So-
how can we do this?
So that's what my association is supposed to
Yeah.
do. So I thought about it and I thought, okay, so how can we change this situation? How can we attract more women talents to the Web3 industry? How can we put more women on the stage? Because it's not that the organizers don't want to have women. It's they don't find them. They don't even know where to start. Or
Yep.
I mean, it's very hard. I know a lot of organizers. They come to us. They're desperate. They're like, please, find me a woman to speak on this team. And sometimes I have to say, I have a hard time to find a woman who is speaking about a certain topic. So, when you look at the nature of this industry, it is an industry which is based on tech and development. So, from the nature of it, of course, you have much more male. It's male dominated. You go to engineering schools, you go to the tech environment. It is male dominated, but it doesn't mean that we need to leave it this way, especially in a phase where we would like to take it mainstream. This is a phase where it's very important that we have also the perspective of women on the UX, on the user experience, that whatever you're using is intuitive. If you have a bunch of techie nerds making a user interface, I'm not sure how intuitive this is going to be. They're going to have their fun. It's going to remind them the time of Unix, but I'm not sure if this the grandmother is going to be able to use it.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's so like exactly. I think what you could do there is also just thinking out loud, like beta testing. That'd be a great thing. So, like, we're beta testing a product, both the UI and the UX, and then maybe come to Women in Web3 and say that, you know, would any of your users like to get involved in that? That'd be a great example.
Absolutely, and it's about attracting.
I mean, you could do higher level than that, but I mean, just view of what you just said about creating something that's well balanced, as opposed to just kind of male geeky, as you say. But I'm not saying it's the only thing Women in Web3 should be doing, but it could be just one thing, one of the many things that could help.
Absolutely. Look, I studied computer science, and I've been to such engineering schools, and I know how it works. So I'm a geek myself, but you know, more to that, you know, like it's always like the sales part, the UX part, the whole interaction with the clients is more, let's say, on the female side, it's by nature or like historically speaking. I don't want to go down why, how, etc., but it's just a fact, yeah. So so basically the vision and the mission of the association is first to create a networking platform for women to meet, to support each other, to teach each other, they can educate themselves and communicate and network. The second one is about offering them the possibility to become speakers and actively participate in get opportunity to visit conferences. You know, sometimes they don't have the information, or they don't get to get tickets, or they kind of like not sure, they get cold feet. Oh, it's gonna be a sea of men again. Or what am I going to do there? So if you have like a group of women from the association, they know each other, they have this safe space, they go together, and I see it many with my association, like, and it's an amazing experience, and it's a completely different dynamic. And also the organizers are very happy to have such groups of women. And last but not least, it's also to support the brand of Switzerland as the #1 destination for Web3 businesses worldwide. I mean, Switzerland has been voted the #1 hotspot for crypto worldwide by CoinDesk, right? So, and this is what we are also conveying.
Okay, so let me do a quick call out. So we're calling out all the conference organizers. Please get in contact with all the genius women out there, or if you or with Salama herself. So it's a great opportunity to get in touch with them. And currently, I mean, next week we have EBC. So if you have a free speaker slot there, reach out. Then we have NBX. We had CAC, but also like to our friends in Switzerland, CV Summit. And if you feel like Billy. So Billy and I, we're hosting an event on the 30th of November.
Oh yes.
At the beautiful Tennessee office. So if you feel like, if you want, so then we're challenging you to step up, raise your voice, and yeah, make yourself heard. So you're welcome.
Yeah. Look,
Just quickly, we've got a comment here that's interesting from Niall Cadman on LinkedIn. He said, "I think schools should introduce economics and Web3 as a curriculum in the high school years, given worldwide, given how technology is pushing, and it would be fantastic curriculum as they can progress in the course, and then they would come along to conferences and tech like Web3." So I guess maybe what you're saying there is that yes, maybe if we have more of that at early years in the school, there'd probably as well be more of a pipeline of women feeling a bit more comfortable coming into the industry as well.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. We're working on many levels. Unfortunately, we have limited capacity, and that's why the phase of raising funds in order to be able to pursue all we want to do. But you mentioned, going back to what you mentioned, Stefan. So yes, we are community partners of the European Blockchain Convention in Barcelona. We were the community partners of CV Summit. We are currently the community partners of the Singapore FinTech Festival, etc., etc. 2 days ago, we just opened a chapter in Dubai because the Sheikh saw us and gave.
Congrats.
I mean,
yeah, that's a great place to do it.
To copy and paste our model for Dubai. So we get we inspire a lot of people. We inspire we get approached the Ministry of Economy and Industry to explain them the miracle of the DLT / blockchain / crypto valley in Switzerland. Yeah, so we got enough on our hands, and the work we are doing, it has a very, very big impact. People see the fruits of it, and we need to do more. Now we need funding. Maybe you can help us find funding.
No, so yeah, but on a serious note, I mean, I think that's super important. I mean, you can only do so much as long as you have the support. And I mean, if actually, I mean, basically that's what Billy addressed and what I touch and you touch as well. So it's how can we support the community of strong women or women that want to grow into the space. And I think funding shouldn't be a problem, even though we both know like the space currently is in troubled waters, so there isn't as much money around as there has been like 18 months ago. But still, I think it's super important to figure out, okay, how can we support? How and where can we find the money to keep things alive? Otherwise, yeah, it would be super tricky, and we really want to have. I mean, it's our obligation. Basically, that's how I'm seeing it.
Thank you, Stefan.
Yeah.
I wish everybody thinks your way, or yeah, no.
It's valid. It's a good point, but it is tight right now. But there are other ways as well that if we bring the fund, we can find and we can help, and everyone community help find funding. But there are other ways as well, as you say, support. I mean, I'm just thinking about that comment just made there. I mean, do you talk to the universities, Solana?
Yeah. So this is okay. So we have our pillars. All what we wanted to reach, we ticked all the boxes. So networking platform, have a monthly meetup. All we sent women.
Sorry. Where and when is the meetup?
So it's the last Tuesday of every month.
Okay.
And you can follow us on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Twitter, and we are posting every time there is an event. So the next one is actually next Tuesday. It's going to be about life-work balance, wellness, coaching, and how your clothes can better represent you. So this time, it's the first time that we're doing something which is a little bit away from the usual themes of Web3. Because the women asked for it. By the way, our events are open for all genders, so everybody can come. We're also looking for candidates, male candidates, preferably advisors for the association. And term, we are going to open the association membership also to all genders. At the moment, we would like to keep it this way. As I mentioned, a lot of women tend to be a little bit shy, and we work on creating that safe space for them to be able to express whatever ideas they want, not to feel like censored because the other gender is present in the room. And sometimes also we notice that men tend to be a little bit dominant of the space, so they speak maybe too much. They don't
like in this conversation.
No, not at all. Not at all. But you see what I mean? I mean, like stereotypes, but there is some truth in it. And one, I mean, anyway, like our feeling is maybe not in other countries, but in Switzerland, what is a little bit missing is this Web3 for dummies kind of approach. Like it's being done in the space is very specialized. It's kind of like, oh, you don't get that, like people like, who is the smartest in the room kind of you don't really have anybody who is bringing all these notions to everybody else. And now I'm coming to you, Will, because you were mentioning Web3 should be taught in schools, and this is a content that we would love to develop, but for this we need funding. So this is all like work in progress. We would love to so the plan, for example, is to run podcasts, to run YouTube channels where we would have you guys come over and ask you some questions, and you would be able to explain in very, very basic terms to Mrs. Miller on the street what is Bitcoin, what is Ethereum, what is Polkadot, why should we care, why is how blockchain
what's a smart contract?
Just like in simple way, so that everybody can understand it, not only these us geeks going to our conferences and getting high on the latest project on Polkadot, right?
It's too much buzzwording anyway, so it's just like, I mean, if you're, I mean, that's also like something Bill and I discussed at earlier podcast where we said, hey, if it comes to mass adoption, and I'm not gender specific, it is like all genders, and I mean, currently the conferences feel like it's just geeks talking to geeks with some TradFi guys, and then it's a mix and mingle, but we're not reaching the broader masses. I mean, we have millions and millions of wallets out there, but use cases are lacking, and people don't understand that convenience is not there. And what you addressed, Salama, earlier, UX is super important. Yeah, I mean, it needs to be like one click, needs to be done. I don't care, and no one should care about the underlying technology. It should work. I mean, why? I mean, just take this this video conversation. Yeah, I mean, I think when it started, it was like you could only talk to someone else. Now you can have like hundreds and thousands in the same room. You can have a conference call. How does it work? Fuck, no one cares. Does it work? Does it work? Yeah. Obviously. So, and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
My take on that. So, and of course, I mean, as it's as your next meetup, it's about fashion, and like I'm a super fashionable guy. Actually, I'm only wearing the same swag anytime.
Are you?
At the same time, and I'm walking around in shorts. So, but
really? Do you have your kilt on you today?
Wait, give me a sec.
Oh no!
Please.
Here we go.
Okay, so now actually that's a proof. I'm currently not wearing it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it's a beautiful kilt. So
I'm more concerned about what you were not wearing.
That you know where I'm sitting. So. And I won't move for the next as long as we're live. Okay. No, but yeah. Different kind of topic. So, but it's also good to have some fun with all the currently challenging times. So
I think we need to. Yeah. It's a tricky situation we're in. We're probably, I think, right at the coldest parts of this. I hate the word, but crypto winter. And at the same time, there is some great technology being built. We are seeing some good products and services being built. People are paying attention to UI and UX and user interfaces and user experiences now, and building things that can be used and should be used and people want. So at least that is happening. But That doesn't take away that it's getting probably challenging. I don't know what your feelings are, but I think that this, with the macros, the things that are happening in the world, I think we've got a tricky kind of 6 months at least, maybe a little bit more. I don't want to go beyond that because I don't want to think about it being that negative, but maybe a bit longer. But I certainly think we're going to ride out the next 6 months or so, all of us, and then we'll start to see hopefully some rays of sunlight and blue sky.
Yeah, like it's there are a couple of really good news out there. I mean, come on, like the discussion around the Bitcoin ETF is kind of advancing. We're not in a complete limbo. Like a couple of months ago, I just wrote a blog. No, sorry, not a blog, but a post this morning about where we're standing. I mean, BlackRock is really, they want their on Bitcoin, right? Like same for Katie. Things are moving, and once this is pushed out, I think there is no way back. The institutionals have no other choice. I mean, the clients, they want their Bitcoin ETF, and they will to portfolio. We're talking about hundreds of billions, so this is for sure not all taken into account in the pricing right now.
Yeah.
I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical about that one, and as much as everyone is super bullish on ETFs and institutional adoption, we still see we're so super early in the market, and rather than but again, like NFA, do your own research and all this kind of stuff, and look in the ticker, it says like all opinions are our own, and we know nothing. So it's a lot of speculation in here, and less and even what we've seen, like I think when we Tuesday, was it Tuesday, Wednesday? I can't remember, when there came out some fake news, I think also regarding ETFs. So markets pumped 10-11%. So and then it came down because it was false news. I mean, that shows also the vulnerability of the markets, and that they're not.
Well, it kind of shows why. I mean, it was about the SEC, right? News, and actually, it wasn't really that accurate, but it did pump it up, as you say, 10 to 13% or something like that, double numbers. But that's what they're worried about. They are saying that it's highly manipulative, and unfortunately, that exactly is what that showed.
No, absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. I'm holding my opinion, and I'm repeating myself on almost every podcast if it comes to this topic. And in every conversation that I'm having, I think like volatility will go down if we see institutional inflows of money, and then after that we'll see some adoption. But I don't see that it has a massive impact as everyone anticipates for the price of Bitcoin, where we're saying like, okay, institutional adoption, we see 100K, 1 million. I don't see that, because if we have a look, and now I'm getting like, and all people know me, I'm super bullish long term, short term short, long term long. That's why I'm wearing crypto shorts. I don't see that. I have the feeling like people are over exaggerating on the potential on the market. But again, like I see volatility will go down, and we'll go more into like the FX markets have developed. We will see even tighter spreads and all this kind of stuff, and lots and lots more instruments in the markets, and lot more opportunities. But again, like I'm not right. Yeah, most of the time I'm wrong. So
there's a comment pops up in LinkedIn. I haven't got the user's name here on my phone, but it's, they say, I don't think ETFs are bullish on price, just helping with adoption. After all, ETFs can create units to sell as well. That is what BlackRock's perspective discloses. So thank you, whoever that was. Sorry, we can't see your name. And,
so it's market depth and liquidity, and then leading to less volatility. But I think that's a good thing, and I think that could be then like the tipping point into mass adoption, because if we have low volatility, people don't need to worry about like big price swings or lesser price swings. It's like a super young market that we're currently looking at. So, but yeah, again, like I'm bullish long term, pro adoption. Let's see.
Well, I mean, the other good news I see to be is, okay, the environment is really killing the projects, but then you've got a very nice selection of projects. I mean, there is like 90 to 95% less knowledge in the market. So if you're a VC and you would like to have a look, well, like the possibilities for projects is much less than before, and you can spend much more or better quality due diligence on those which are there. Don't you see?
No, I say, I go with you. I mean, in terms of sustainability of projects, I believe now it's the market conditions where we see the next Googles, Amazons, or whatever are going to be built. So, and on the other hand, of course, we see like, but that's something that I'm also telling like for quite some time now, that we see a market concentration. Some projects will go extinct, running out of money, and that's something I think we will see pretty soon. And whenever I'm telling people, I see this as a good thing. Yeah, most of you, of course, for the people that are working for the companies currently, it's not a good thing. But in terms of sustainable projects, over the next months, we really see like who would sustain, who have a really strong business model versus just the business model is raising the next round.
The biggest issue has been revenue. I mean, most of these projects kind of just built the tech for the sake of building the tech and thought the market would come to them. And let's be realistic, that hasn't happened to most of them. Even many of the blockchains, I mean, look at the way they're struggling to get adoption or get usage because they've got fantastic tools, but it was almost like revenue was a second thought. But as far as I know, they're businesses, right? And as far as I know, the people that put money into those projects expected a return. So
hopefully.
Yeah, but I think I'm aligned with pretty much what you said there, Stefan. I mean, I just think that it's survival now, and the ones that survive are the ones that can produce revenue and produce great tools, real things.
But Salama, have you had any interesting discussions at one of the conferences, or aside from that, any interesting projects that you came across? Of course, do your own research, no financial advice or nothing. Maybe even like if we narrowing it even further down, maybe anything interesting projects that were led by women or that were currently that we might see in the future. Is there anything?
Oh well, I don't want to like start talking about giving names or starting about projects in particular, but I think where there is really a lot of potential is whatever has to do with KYC, making KYC processes flow much better, all what is linked to cybersecurity in this space, to hacking. These are urgent matters that we have to deal with.
Absolutely.
Whatever is making it mainstream, whatever is making the UX not a problem anymore, whatever is making the chain agnostic, that you don't have to care if it's built on Ethereum or Solana or whatever.
Interoperability and agnostic, exactly. I think that's one of the key things. I totally align with you. I think it's really, really important for this technology. So, right now it's like having the internet and different pages won't load on your browser because every browser has a different code. That's kind of where we are. And if we can have it, that's my analogy, right? I don't know if you agree with me, Salama, but that would never work. But maybe it was a bit like that at the beginning, and then we created the standards and that interoperability, you say, and agnostic and producing and building tools that can work across any of the platforms, I think is critical.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where I really see potential, and hopefully, I mean, there are some really amazing projects out there, and I really feel very sad that some of them, even if they have such a high potential, are not able to find funding, and sometimes they have to kind of like lay off people and go through very difficult decisions if they need to keep the company floating until the bull market is back. However, it makes the case much better for investors and for, I mean, if you survive this, then you're the big winner when around the corner, right?
Hey, Salama, as you made me think, who and funny enough, goes back to what you said earlier about even yourself sometimes struggling to find suitable people to go on panels and things. A lady that comes to mind when you said security is Yevgenia, who's a co-founder of Hacken. She's great. What a great lady for the industry. And I got talking to her. We were connected, I think, on LinkedIn or something. And
Yeah.
last year, I was going to speak on like a Twitter space or something, right? An audio, and the organisers, like you said earlier, the organisers came to me and said, "We're too. You got any great ladies, who can come on? It's like it's you, it's him, it's John, it's Jack, it's Fred, it's Sid, right?
Yeah.
It's James. Like we haven't got any Julies and James, This is and I went straight out to her and some other ladies, and she came straight back. He's like, yeah. So you made me think of her when you talked about. I know it's more that sort of smart contract auditing, but it is security. And you made me think of her when you said that.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're taking this very seriously in the association. I mean, we're end of November. We're organizing a pitch day, so we're having women pitching their ideas, their projects. We have it free, and they can provide them with all the necessary legal advice that they need. They can correct them from the start. If something doesn't make sense, they would let them know. And the idea long term is really to create a platform to have founders and startups meet. So this is all work in progress. Yeah. And that the sponsors would be able to finance, by the way. I think it's great. It's great for the community. It's great for the industry.
Well, if anyone is watching this and wants to know more, as usual, it's LinkedIn, so we can tag you and the organisation, and people can find ways to contact you and ask questions, and you can share. And maybe if someone will support you, we'll make some posts from this as well and get it out there as well. So like I know, Stefan, you're hitting. You mentioned earlier you're hitting the road next week to Barcelona for the European blockchain convention. Salama, anything? Are you going to have a rest now? Or you're still going to hit the road, or anything coming up?
No, I'm gonna have a rest now. I'm sending my people to a couple of places. I've got a member of the board in at the Singapore FinTech Festival, and I have a member of my team heading to the Blockchain Life conference in Dubai soon. I have another member of the board attending the Dubai Oasis festival right now.
Crypto Oasis. That one, Crypto Oasis, yeah.
Yeah, I'm delegating. You know what? I actually tried to clone myself, but it was not possible. You have a way to clone yourself?
Digital twins. Well, actually, you should talk to another fantastic lady in the business called Janet Adams, who's the COO, I believe, of Singularity Net. And I think one of their ecosystem is actually a digital twin. Now, whether that's a human digital twin or not, I don't know. But yes, I do actually. You are able to. The idea is you can actually almost create that. So you can create an AI digital twin that you can ask questions to that would respond the same way you. So I think it's kind of, look, she'd be fun, and her team would better explain that than me, but there's something there, actually. There is something coming.
Well, I hope so. It's going to make my year.
Yes. So Stefan and I, because just think of time here. Stefan, I know you're going to Barcelona. We will be, where are we both going to be? Certainly November the 30th in Zurich.
Correct.
Yeah. At Tennessee, which we'll share more information about soon. And then MBX. I always get my NXBs and BBYCs and KYCs all the way around.
Yeah,
it's MBX, isn't it? Yeah. MBX in Berlin, yes?
Yes, absolutely. MBX in Berlin.
Catch us both
beginning of December. We will be there. You might see us on stage or not. We might be hosting.
You may well.
Who knows? But if you want to be there as well, don't tell anyone. Don't tell
anybody.
So don't share this. But if you want to be there,
we're not live, right?
We're not live, of course not. So leave a comment why you want to be there, and every week from now on till the MBX starts, we're giving away 2 tickets to some lucky winners. So let us know why you want to be there and how you support the women in Web3.
Yeah.
How you can be of support.
Yeah. Yes.
So
then you're guaranteed to win those tickets.
So leave a comment. Also follow Women in Web3. We put a link somewhere in the show notes so that it's easy for you, as easy as possible, with all the information that we're getting from our beautiful guests of today, Salama. So hopefully she provide all to us. I guess so. All the information that we don't have, and all the information abroad. And of course, if you want to be a supporter for Women in Web3, don't hold back. Open your wallets. Either if it's virtual or like real money.
You can't open your wallets. If you can't open your wallets, open your hearts and find a way to support another way.
True that. So no,
Do you
but
like that, Slava? Do you like that one? Just make that up. Totally not planned.
Yeah, sounds a little softer than open your wallet.
Yeah. Open your heart and you'll find a way to support, whether that's financially or with your actions.
Well, you missed your career as a poet. That's too late.
I think it's this beach. I'm in Brittany right now. I think it must be there's an influence. The sun's coming down. You can probably see, and I think it's just it's having an influence on me, Salama. I'll have to get off this beach soon. Actually, I'll be stranded and I'll be swimming.
Yeah, I mean, there you can see. That's a good life in Web3. I mean, you don't even need to be an office. Some people are already like they're half retired, spending all the days on the beaches and having a good life. While others
I wish.
That's a tough life. But Salama, anything?
That's not the case, but yes.
No. Yes, but no. But Salama, anything you want to tell our audience? Anything? Anything?
Yeah. Follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. DM me if you want to join our association. If you have a way to support us, help us to raise funds to accomplish all the things that we want to support and bring more women to this industry. And then just DM me, and I'm more than happy to talk. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. What's that? Is that opening your heart there, Stefan?
Yeah, like
I can't do it. I'm holding my phone in my hand. I can't get my other hand up.
Throw it up, do a quick heart, and then catch it. Yeah. Perfect. No, but okay.
Go find my family.
Okay, go back to your women, because you have a lot of family, and big shout out to your family as well. So
and yours and everyone else's here.
Yeah. So was super cool to having you on the show, Salama.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. And
we've got, by the way, we have another lady next week. Funny enough, so you were the first, Salama, but you're not the last.
Great. Keep it that way.
Yeah.
We're not telling anyone who that is. Of course. Surprise, surprise. Yeah. And it's not on a chain. It's not on chain. So don't try to figure it out yet. Might come in the future. So, but yeah. Hey, again, thank you so much, Salama, for being our guest. For everyone out there tuning in, don't hold back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Bye.
And we're